Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing absolutely well. My name is Namo and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namo. Today in a video, I am just going to tell you how to be fluent in English if you are a beginner or if you are in your initial stage of learning how to be fluent in English. First of all, just try to understand that you have to try to understand what is your level of English. So you just remember one thing while you are talking with someone in English. If you are speaking with them in English without hesitation, without any gaps, without any fumble, it means your English level is not a basic. Your English level is not a beginner. Your English level is a more than beginning, more than intermediate. Your English level is a intermediate level. Just try to understand if you are talking with someone in English and you can't able to speak English, it means your English level is a beginning level. So just try to understand because you have to learn, you have to practice your English speaking just because of you just need to understand what is your level. Only that way you have to speak in English, that way you have to learn how to speak in English. So try to understand what is your level of English. Now I am going to tell you few tips that is really helpful for you if you are in your initial stage of learning English fluency or if you are a beginner. So try to understand. First of all, you don't forget that you have to practice with the basics. Don't forget your basics. Everybody is saying that you have to follow your basic, and that is totally right. Without knowing the basic thing, you can't able to speak anything. I just want to give you example. If you want to learn how to drive a car, do you really think without knowing the how to use the gear, how to use a brake, you can learn how to drive a car? Maybe you can drive a car, but when you have to stop, how can you use the brake? When you have to switch the gear, how can you switch the gear without knowing that what is the process, what is the purpose, and what is the way that you can switch the gear? So just try to understand. You don't need to follow, you don't need to follow your basic, you just need to follow your basics. That is the only way you can learn English speaking. And your basic is that you have to create a habit of speaking. Because if you are in your beginning level, if you are a beginner, if you are in your initial stage of learning English, it is not easy for you. So just try to understand. You have to follow the basic. So you have to create a habit of speaking. And I just want to tell you, in initial stage, you don't need to take much time on that. You just try with 10 minutes a day. But you have to be consistent. You have to be punctual without skip a single day. Nowadays, I know it is really easy for you because your exam is over. So you have a spare time. So I just want to give you advice that you have to utilize your time in a good way, that you have to learn English. Second thing is, don't be feel anxiety. Try to understand. Don't feel anxiety. I can understand in initial stage you are not so much confident how to speak in English, so you have so much fear, you have so much stress. But I just want that if you want to remove your anxiety, you need to practice English speaking. Initial stage it is not easy, but whenever you are going with consistency, you feel confident, and I can understand you remove your anxiety at all. So just try to understand. Don't think about that you can't do it anything. Don't be panic about that. You can do it very easily. Just try to understand that. So always remember that. Just try to remove your anxiety with the help of practice English speaking. And one more tips I just want to give you, that you have to practice English speaking with consistency. Just try to understand. If you are listen someone carefully, yeah, it is really good for you. If you are follow someone, if you are listen someone, if you are observe someone, everything is going to be good for you. But without speaking English, you can't improve yourself. You can't be fluent in English. I can understand, maybe it takes time. Yeah, it takes time. If you want to be expert, it takes time. It not going to be happen in a one day. It can take time, maybe more than 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, but that is only happen just because of consistency. You have to practice English every day. I just want to give you initial stage is tough for you, so you have to give yourself at least 20 minutes a day. When you feel that you are observe 20 minutes very easily, you can listen someone 20 minutes very easily, you can increase your time. You can increase your 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and then you have to follow that time at least for 10 days. When you feel that you are very comfortable to speak with 30 minutes, you try to increase yourself, increase your time to 40 minutes. But just remember one thing, you have to be consistent. There is not only any other way. If you want to speak in English, you have to speak in English. And one more thing, if you don't feel that you don't have someone, you don't have an environment around you, how can you speak English? Just try to stand in front of the mirror and speak English. I can understand, maybe initial stage you don't have so many words to speak in English because you are maybe forget what word you have to use. You just try to speak your daily routine, what you are doing, what is, which time you are awake, which time you are sleeping, what you are doing in whole day. Just try to speak your daily routine. That is really helpful for you because you can create a habit of speaking that boosts your confidence. And I just want to assure you, you can improve your English speaking. You can change yourself to beginning to intermediate level very easily. But you have to give yourself a time. You have to give yourself to practice English speaking so you can do it anything. Nobody is perfect. Everybody came here to learn, then he or she will be expert. So why not you? If you watch my previous video, you can see how much fumble I am. So if I learn from my mistakes, if I learn with practice every day to speak fluently, so why not you? You can also. So I just want to give you advice. You don't need to fear about anything. You just need to follow your basic. You don't need to fear anxiety. You just need to practice every day. You have to be consistent and you have to speak English every day. If you are not going to be consistently, it is not going to be happen for you. So I just want, if you want to do it, just do it every day without skipping a single day. I think you can understand what is my purpose to telling you. And I just want to give you, I just want to tell you all the best, every learner who want to learn English speaking. And if you like my content, don't forget to click like button and also subscribe my channel if you are new, because that is the only way you can receive my upcoming videos notification. That's all for today's class. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.